Now that is how my scallop is going to be that I'm going to have on here. However, I want the bottom half of the cake to be a color and the top half to be white. So I need to cut this into a nice even scallop. So I'm going to fold it in half again, and then I'm going to figure out how deep I want this scallop. So where do I want the color? I want it to peak here and be low, you know, peak here and be low here or something like that. I actually have one already drawn up. Peak and low, see? So I actually have one drawn up that I can go ahead and, I'm going to draw on this one though because that one actually wasn't right. So you got to make sure when you open this up, it's going to look like a scallop, like so. So you want the low end to be on the folded part. Okay, so it's going to be upside down for you guys because I have to see. Just draw a nice curvy line, like so. So this is going to be colored and this is going to be the white, left white. So when I open it up, when I cut this on my line and I open it up, it looks like a nice scallop, nice and even on both sides. And then if I go around my cake, you're going to see what this is going to be, the colored section, what it's going to look like. And that's a good height for me. You don't use this part though. We actually are using this part. That's why it had to be the right height of the cake, because this is the part that we want to hold against the cake. So when we ice it, the color will be down below. If you want color up top and it white down below, you use that piece, but we're going to use this piece. Okay, so what I do is I open this up, save that piece. You might want that for something else later on. And you wrap it around and we're going to pin it with toothpicks. Oh, there we go. Icing's a little harder than I thought. Just kind of give it a couple marks going around. Don't worry about it. We are going to cover them up. Pressing my fingers in the frosting as I do it. You want to make sure this is secure. You might want to put, maybe 2 more toothpicks in here because you really want to hold it down against your cake. So I'm going to put another couple toothpicks in just to hold it down there so it doesn't come out. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to dye this. I don't need all this. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dye this just a little tiny bit. This is that electric blue. And I want it nice and light. I guess a drop might have been too much, so it's going to be a little dark, but that's okay. Actually really matches my board, doesn't it? So mix that up. This is just basic buttercream. All right. And then what I need to do now is just take my spatula and put it on, ice it on. So let's move this stuff out of the way. And I'm going to use a smaller spatula because it's easier for me to handle. Okay, try to get the blue icing off my fingers. And just hold it and scrape. Make sure you cover all the way up to the pattern, okay? Hold it down. Don't worry about any ragged edges. We're actually putting a ruffle on this cake, and it's going to hide where the blue meets the white. So don't worry about any rough edges. And this is actually really fast if you've already got the template done. Okay, and see, I just go right around this toothpick. Not a problem. Okay. Make sure that you go across and you aren't going up like this. You always got to go down if you're pushing frosting around. Just go sideways, because if you go up, you go underneath your paper template.